First of all, thank you for doing this. I know
Sure.
you're a super busy guy. It's not easy for you to carve out time to sit down, but I want to say thank you first. And second, I want to let you kind of tell us about you, because oftentimes we all get so busy and the owners don't really know who Johnny is, and they're missing out on a really cool guy. So
Appreciate it.
give me a little bit of your background. You said you've been here how long?
We've been here, we had lived here and raised 4 kids over 21 years.
Wow. So you were here really almost from the beginning.
Yeah, and actually I've been traveling, even before that, 30 years we were traveling down to Los Cabos. I drove, first trip we flew down, second trip I drove down, because we have a friend that had bought up a lot over there in Rancho Leonero, and we were bringing their trailer and stuff, and so I got the opportunity to drive down. One of the most glorious experiences traveling the Baja. I've done the Baja drive over 150 times. Did it on Baja 1000. I did the Baja 1000.
I'm learning things that I didn't know about you.
I used to race with Steve Barry. We used to race in Class 9, and we raced the circuit here together for 3 years. I used to be his co-pilot. And so we dominated the circuit here in Class 9 category, and then we decided to do the Baja 1000, and we came within seconds of winning within our class. This is our home. This is a place that we have our heart and soul set into it. We consider ourselves blessed beyond belief to be able to have had this opportunity. Very much, my parents eventually moved down here too, because they said we stole their grandchildren from them. I'm like, I thought they were mine, but
so they just came.
They retired and they moved down here, and they're grateful to be here as well. I mean, we still have our ties in the United States, and continue to have that opportunity to live there and here. So that's another blessing. Maybe something people don't know is my heritage is Argentina. My family's from Argentina. Both my parents, not just one.
That's why you speak perfect Spanish.
That's why I speak Spanish. I've been blessed. I consider myself blessed. People ask me, so what do you consider yourself? I consider myself multicultural.
Right.
I was raised in the United States. I was born in the United States. My brother was born in Argentina. I'm able to have the benefit of learning the mentality and the cultures in the United States. I've been raised by a family from Argentina that's gives me another sense of culture, food, and dynamics and being. And then I've lived here for the 21 years, where it gives me the ability to, have another part of another culture in my blood. So, I think that's something people don't know about me.
So one of the questions that I had, and it always amazes me, is how do you produce so much work? I've never seen one person produce as much work as you do, and you never miss. I never have to remind you. I never have to. How do you deliver on everyone's requirements and demands of you?
I like to take all the credit, but I can't.
Well,
it's all the people behind us that have that same direction, philosophy, in mind. I don't think a lot of people know this, but we have people that have been with the company, as far as tenure is concerned, 15 plus years. We have people that have been here for 25 years. And still
in your department, or just
in property management department.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, on these one, and people from maintenance, people from housekeeping. I make fun of them and say, you were born into VSMR, right? So it's those people who have the history, that understand not just how to do their job, but where the premise of what we do comes from. And that came from Mr. Half and Schnitzer. What's their vision? What's the driving factor behind what we do? Why do we do it? How do we do it? It's more of I think it's more of an emotional state, of caring, honestly, that you want to be able to do what we do, because it's a lot of heavy lifting. Well, Mr. Hatfield's, we used to be in the old offices where the old sales office used to be, where you guys used to have, the big map that we have now. The new sales office used to be over there, and so over there he said, carefree living. There was, engraved into the walls, like carefree living. And the idea is like, look, you don't even have to have the key to your own home. In fact, a lot of our homeowners don't.
I don't.
Yeah,
I don't know where my key is.
We know when they're arriving. We leave the house, ready and prepared and open, and we're there to greet them. We we provide insurance. Have a great time. We're here for you. We'll check in on you, whatever you need. Obviously, a lot goes on before we do that, but that is the idea. It's carefree living. We don't want you to have to worry about this place. Some of our homeowners we have homeowners that have 3, 4, 5, 6 different homes. They have investment properties around the world. One of the biggest compliments I have is a homeowner. I'm not going to mention names, but a homeowner that has literally worldwide properties and more than 20. They're all investments for the most part. This one they visit more often. They go, you know what? And this came from their director of operations for the company that manages all those residents. He goes, you're the only property I don't worry about.
Wow.
I'm like, oh, that's a huge compliment.
Yeah, it's huge.
So that's the goal.
Well, I think a big reason why people stay here and upgrade is what you deliver. I mean, I think that's the services are what, the houses are great, the real estate's great, as you mentioned, the location is great, but I think what keeps people here and keeps coming back is the service you provide within property management. I think that they really appreciate it. It makes my job easier if you're delivering on that. I don't have to make excuses. I can, I'm not afraid, as we were saying earlier, to tell people because I know that we'll deliver. And I have that confidence, and I think we're a sum of all of our parts. I mean, sales is successful because you're successful, and vice versa. I think that we, get new owners, and so we feed each other business. We sell more homes because of you, and you manage more homes because of us.
I agree, and I think Hatfield now knew that, and that's why he's back into the overall picture. He brought that overall picture back into the equation where he knows that without one,
it can't be fractured. We're a sum of all parts.
We're a sum of all parts. I think that's
and
well.
And I think that all the departments deliver at a very, very high level, and I think that's why we are successful.
I agree 100%.
Well, unless you have something else you want to share, I mean, I really appreciate again your time. I think this is valuable that people hear from you, directly from you. And I know they're going to appreciate your insight.
I appreciate it. Well, this is a great opportunity. I think it's a great idea. I like
Good.
everything.
Well, we're going to do it. We're going to do it with everybody. So
I think it's great. I think it's the best thing we can do is bring it all to surface. It's wonderful.
It's like a medium to communicate.
It's
and
great.
as Mr. Hatfield, he pounds on the desk and wants to communicate, and we're going to do our best to make that happen.
I think you're doing it. I think you're doing a great job.
Great. Thank you.